Does sport really help build peace?
I was also not sure if sport could be used to build peace. I was thinking, peace? How do we build peace using sport? But when I came to Jordan for the Generations for Peace training camp, I learned a lot.
When we got to the level of community and other stakeholders, and we said we want to use sports, everybody was so surprised. You know, we don't have food, talk about food or clothing or shelter or other necessities, you're bringing in sports. How can this help us? How can this help our children? There was a stereotype in our community, in our country, that the sports is waste of time. Whoever is more involved in sports is not a good student. So our target group was more children and youth. They were excited about sports, but their concept of sports was different than our concept of sports. Their concept of sports was to really win at all costs. But what we wanted to do was to use these sports for peace building.
Peace is, is a process. It's not an event. When you build, it's a long process. You don't see the result in 2 days and even in 2 years. The results come after a long time. So if we work with children as we are doing now, we intend to impact their minds. Instead of they holding a gun, they will hold a ball. It's something, a tool that can bring them together.
Facilitating carefully adaptive sport activities will help us to bring those people within the community itself and engage a little bit more different areas and different marginalized people in those activities and those communities.
Sport itself has got two faces. There has been evidence, as it is very much in the media, evidence of violence in sport itself, evidence of discrimination in sport itself, evidence of exclusion in sport itself, and also evidence of not it being safe, where there are also abuses, where women don't feel safe in sport.
Like for instance, I saw a child who said, I was a monster. I was carrying a gun, I can kill anybody. But now I can fix a car. I'm now a mechanic because of sport. Sport has helped me to discover what is in me, that I need to become something else. Instead of a fighter, I became a mechanic.